Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Happy April 1st. It is April 1st, and today it is all about Save to Sync. So many of you love this. I love this. It is a burst of excitement when you see how much you have accomplished, and then to then give your money a purpose, a job. You didn't just save all this to spend it. You've saved it to pay down debt, to sink into sinking funds, which is future bills. Yeah, future bills. All right, we got a bunch of things to go over today, and I'm really, truly excited about it. We have our cash. So in the month of March, I was able to save $2,908. I saved more than that, but that's some of it's in long-term savings, right? Savings challenges. This is actually what completed. So in this cash tray, we should have $2,908. You will notice that the twos are gone and so are the dollar bills. I bought them back from myself. So we have that $100 that went into Haggerty. And it's prop money because on a live one night, I realized that my classic car insurance went up and I wanted it done. Like I wanted that $100 to be put into that envelope. So I threw the prop money into the Save to Sync envelope and I put the $100 straight into the binder. So that's why that's here. So but it was a saved amount. So that's why we're counting it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we have $700. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have $400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. All right, we have 67 in 20s. That gets us to 1,340. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Gets us 300. And for the fives, we should have 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. And 3 singles. All right. So when you add this all up, it's $2,908. This $100 is coming out of this cash tray because it's already been worked on. Done. All right. I am adding new sinking funds. All right. I did do the year-long Canva yesterday. So I paid that up front, but I had money in my subscription binder that I pulled from. Okay. But I would like to sync for this for next year. I talked about this before. I've been buying my firewood for a couple of years. The wood that heats the house, meaning the outdoor wood furnace, John cuts. But John has he has a depth perception. If my wood's supposed to be this big, he cuts it this big. Even though he has an attachment that goes onto the chainsaw to cut the exact amounts, it doesn't happen. So if John cuts my wood, I'm fighting to get it into my wood burning stove. So for the past 2 years, it was just easier for me to purchase. And all the wood in the forest goes to the outdoor wood stove. So I now want a sinking fund for firewood. Just got done doing taxes. Now, TurboTax, you have to pay to do your taxes. Even though I have a Fidelity account and I get, I think it's like a $35 discount, it's still expensive. So I'd like to have a sinking fund because I do my taxes and I do Vinny's taxes. And I like to cover that. All right. Then we have dinner out. I would like to have one dinner out where I don't even have to worry about it. You know, like that special date night. Because we do go out frequently, but I would like to balance $100 and go to a nice restaurant with John. Fire department. We go to multiple fundraisers a year at our firehouse. And, you know, there's the ticket, then there's the incidentals. I like to buy a lot or do a lot, right? The raffle tickets, the 50/50s, and I like to have money set aside for this day. And then we do have a Sam's Club account. And wait a second, I just created another one. Wait, where did it go? Didn't I create one more? Oh, it was TurboTax. Never mind. Oh, that was the last one that I brought to the party. So these are now going to go into book 4. Now, I'm not rearranging my books because, let me show you. When I go to my sinking funds, they are already in a specific order. I did not want to change that order because at a glance for this year, I want them to line up on the same pages. So next year, when I put together my sinking funds for 2027, these will all get organized into books the way I like them to be. But for now, these new ones are going to go into book number 4. And I put them into this order. It went, and there was no specific reason they went this way. I guess they were sitting on my desk that way. Firewood, dinner out, fire department, Sam's Club, Canva, and TurboTax was not even written down yet because it's brand new. All right. Yep. It looks like we're going to need another sinking fund binder as these get filled. So right now I have 4 and it might move to 5, but I'm going to organize my goal. You watch my quarterly goals hop for Q1, which aired today. If you watch that, you know that one of my goals is to really focus on my subscriptions. What subscriptions do we actually have, right? Because that's huge. Subscriptions are huge. And I want to know the exact date that these subscriptions come out. So that is my goal within the next quarter. And that plays a part into sinking funds. All right. Let's go over Girl Boss. Oh. When you know, you know. This should be, this moment right here should be a burst of hearts, right? When I think of this book and the story that this tells, I get mushy gushy. So I've been tracking for a very long time and it's important to me. So now we are up to March of 2026. I saved $2,908, right? So we have 2808 to figure out what we're going to do with this. Now, I'm going to bounce around just a little because I still want you to see that, but I'd like this to be more centered and I want to zoom you in just a little. Oh, hold on. Okay. All right. There you go. So I have some big things that are coming up, right? One of them is a wedding. So the wedding is right here. So I do believe that is in book 4. So let's go to the wedding. I have in this account right now, this sinking fund, $700. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70. I'm thinking. I was thinking that I should fully fund this today. Now, the fire is burning in my head. I need $2,000. Why? And this is the way I tried to do reciprocation, right? I'm retired NYPD. My old partner, we have been friends and partners forever. He calls me his shadow. He has been a part of our lives, my kids' lives, my husband's life, everybody's life. He came to TJ's wedding and he gave a very generous gift. So I would like to give that same generous gift back. It is 2 nights in a hotel for us and then spending money. So between the gift, the gas, the tolls, the food, and the hotels, I'm thinking that my budget should be $2,000. So since I have 7 in here, I am going to give it, I'm going to give it 1,000. And then 300 can come from May sinking fund. Yeah. Because, yes, that's what I'm going to do. Yes, I'm doing it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1,000. All the big bills are now gone. So even though prior to this video, I sat here and I thought about where all the monies were going, this one is super important to me. So I'm adding 1,000 and that gets us to $1,700. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 62, 64, 66, 68, 6. How did I do that? 16. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 gets to 17. I am thinking and thinking and thinking. So I'm not fully funded, but you know what? At the end of this video, we might be able to be. We might. We might. So now that that's done, I want to start with number 1. And I kind of did the math on the cash tray, but you know what? It might change. All right. Now, let me go over this book. This is Save to Sink for the year. Now, what does this tell me? This is basically at a glance. These are all the things that were due in January, February that were pretty much taken care of with sinking funds. Now, March had Haggerty, GoDaddy, and inspection. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to take a purple marker and say that Haggerty was fully funded. Right? GoDaddy was fully funded. And inspection was fully funded. So with these expenses, which equal over $2,000, my sinking funds covered them, right? But when we get to Haggerty, you're going to see the money still in this envelope. Why? Because I paid the bill on the 30th of March and the credit card will not be due until May 1st. So that $100, I didn't have to rush that 100, but I did. So I'm going to leave this money in this sinking fund until probably the third or fourth week of April. And then I'll pay that credit card when it's due. Yep. That's how I'm going to do that. So when we get to Haggerty, you'll know why. All right. So we're in sinking fund book number 1. Now, if you look at these sheets, they are quarterly also. January, February, March, April, May, June, at a glance, July, August, September, and then October, November, December. And it's a great way to have a visual of your sinking funds. So since we're working on page 1, I'm just going to turn the page. So right now, birthday has $500. I am giving $50 to birthday. Actually, you know what? Let's work with purple. What the heck? We're adding $50 to birthday. And you know what? Let's bring in blue. So that means birthday is going to have $550. Oh, can I keep up with this? You think I can do this? 20, 40, 50. All right. 10, 20, 30, 45, 50, 52, 54, 55. All right, let's see if we can do this. To be fully funded for each birthday, it's a $100 gift, right? We have 9 people in our family. I like to value to increase it by 100, right? I up it. But the next birthdays are April, June, I got 2, July, August, September, and 2 in December. So I've got to have that $100 by those months. And right now I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. This doesn't ever have to be fully funded. It'd be nice one day to have that, but I don't. All right. New Year's, I have nothing in there, so they're staying nothing. Nothing. We're gonna, you know what? Let's work with blue. It's a pretty color. Oh, Donna. I feel like we're just gonna stay with purple. All right. Easter. Now, Easter's upon us, right? So for Easter, I want to have $500 set aside. So I'm going to give this 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And now we're adding that 100. We have 5. And I can actually say that as of right now, this is fully funded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. This will come out at the end of the month. I will put Easter dinner, and I will put money into each one of the grandchildren's Fidelity account. All right. Mother's Day, Father's Day. This is going to get $100. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're adding 100. We have 3. Now, this is another one that doesn't need to be fully funded, and let me explain why. So for Mother's Day, I definitely need $100 for Kaylee, and I get a $100 gift, right? And then I would like to have $200 for dinner, right? So that would be $400. So for Mother's Day, Father's Day, we're at 300. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. And then, actually that number's not right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There should be 2 barbecues. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This should be 2 barbecues. And the should be 800. So I need $400 in May, and I need $400 in June. We can do this. We can definitely do this to be on point. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. And then this will go up when Vinny and Shannon get married. See, I think long term. All right, let's go into barbecue. Right now, barbecue only has, I shouldn't say that. Barbecue has, only is not a good word. We have $100 in barbecue. The next barbecue, or the first barbecue, will be Memorial Day, family celebration. I want to have $200 set aside for that barbecue. So we have $100 in there, and I'm going to give 50 today. So that means we have 150. Five, 7, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15. $150. Okay. I'm not funding Thanksgiving or Christmas right now. Let's talk Thanksgiving. I'm not funding Thanksgiving because I do a collaboration with Lisa Grateful Me and the Crafty Saver, and that's been tradition for, I think this is either our third or fourth year. Amazon. Now, Amazon, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday are each going to get $20. 20, 40, 50, 60, 80. We have $80 in there. Black Friday, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now write them in the book. Cyber Monday. And let me tell you, if these don't get used, they get rolled into Christmas. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. These are there for the just in case. All right, so we're adding 20, 20, and 20. That makes it 80, 80, and 80. Christmas, I'm not starting that. We're gonna do Christmas in July. Auto Reg is in the next book. So that's one book down. Now, auto registration. You know what? So when I look at projection, in April, I have 2 registrations, and that's not including inspections. All right, so I'm going to mark 500 for the wedding and then 500 for buffer, right? I'm going to do that here. So I'm going to say that the wedding is fully funded. Okay. All right. We're going to get back into that book. So auto registration has $100 in it. I'm going to give it 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to give it 100. Now it has 200. Now, all right. Car maintenance. This is where it's going to get tricky on me. Car maintenance has $150 in it. The gray Ford Explorer, the 13, hasn't run all winter. It is at the mechanic right now, and the code came back something with the timing chain. We had put the engine in 2 years ago. If you've been with me that long, you know that we put the engine in. So I felt like, I don't feel bad, right? Because I think that for the amount of the money that it cost me to do the engine, it has given us so much back, right? I would love to repair it and just keep it for local use, right? Because that really nice pickup truck outside just sits there. And you knew I had to throw that in there. It got driven yesterday. Yeah, it got driven yesterday for the first time since October. Yes, that is a thorn in my side. When you know, you know. So that bill that I'm thinking of could be about $1,500. Do I have that sitting here? Not at all. Am I going to get to that right now? No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add $100 and I'm going to try to have as much as I possibly can set aside. And then if I need to, it would have to be pulled from somewhere else. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. I'm sorry. Yeah. Adding 100, so that means we have $250. Farm equipment is going to get 20. $5, $7, $9, $11, $13, $14, $145. You know what? Let's get a 5. 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15. So we're going to add 125. And that means we have 250. And let me tell you something. This could be one of those envelopes that money gets pulled from. Right here. Now, Haggerty is still in here. You see this? This is all the Haggerty money waiting to be used or go back to the bank. But the bank don't get it until it needs to get it. Now, AAA. AAA, which is also a subscription, right? Or that came up in February for TJ, but it comes up in June for me. Now I carry a bigger one because of that Ford Explorer, in case John went a little further than home in it, and Vinny's car. So that cost me $170 a year. So I need that in June. So let's write that. June, I need $170. I need $170. And you know what? We're going to add $30 to this. And we're going to be fully funded till June. Okay, let's do this. $170. And we're going to write myself a note. Because when I start doing subscriptions, this is kind of important. All right. You got to write notes when it happens. All right. Donna in June, 170, and TJ in February, 75. Okay, so the next time we need to have $75 is by February of 2027. I'm going to have long-term visuals on everything I need money for. I am. That's it. Okay. Taxes. Inside of taxes, I have $400. 1, 2, 3, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. I'm going to give taxes 100. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. All right. Oof. We have 500. You know, I'm using the wrong pen. Close that baby up. All right, we have $500 in taxes. What does tax projection look like? I'm starting to melt. I'm thinking too hard. I am concentrating too hard. And I start getting heated up. Not in a bad way, in an amazing way, because I see the big picture. I hope you're still with me. If you're still with me at this point, throw me some stars. Throw me some stars. All right. So taxes for, well, obviously for April is $2,000. All right. Here comes the note. So Lent is going to be finished in May. That is about $1,000, right? Lent. Then all other savings challenges are going to come in, right? So if Lent is 1,000 and I have 500 saved, in May I could probably allocate 500 for that IRS, and then Easter's fully funded. Shannon's birthday's fully funded. So let's put the FF. We're fully funded on this. We have the Focus and the trailer stuff. That's fully funded already. I just have to work on an additional $500 for taxes. And by May sinking funds will be there. 100%. Okay. All right. So that's looking pretty good. You know what? We might have a little extra at the end and I might dump it into taxes. So groceries. I'm going to give 20 to groceries. And this is just a slow and steady. We got 40. No, we had 40. Hold on a second. I had 40 in groceries. I'm adding to that. Now we have 60. Okay. 40, 20, 60. Love that. Home improvements. Springtime's coming. You just never, ever know what you're going to do. And I might not have it fully funded, but I'm going to have something. And we're adding 30. So we now have 2, 4, 6, 7, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, $100. I have 70 in appliances. I'm going to give that 30. And you know what? I know this is going to sound weird, but I think eventually, well, you know, I'm not going to go there. This is just in case. My dishwasher's working fine. In fact, Vinny's unloading it right now. 2, 4, 6, 7, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. These are the just in case things. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even replacing it till it's actually gone. That's it. Garden. I'm not a green thumb person. So don't even want to be a green thumb person anymore. I don't like playing in dirt. I want those flower beds gone. I do buckets of tomatoes, and my favorite is basil. I always have to have basil in the garden. That's it. So those are the only things. Now, I did allocate a $200 goal. I'm going to give it 20. But you know what? But you know what? Tomato plants are expensive. But we'll have something. All right. Now we're going to get to the pool. Now, if you looked at... Let's go back. Because this book is so important to me. May we open up the pool. The chemicals should run me about $300-ish. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Depending on, I don't keep track of the chemicals. But when I think about the pool, it's also the hot tub. So I've got to have chemicals for both. And then I like to have a couple extra dollars for the pool area. So by the opening of the pool, I would like to have $300. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have the 100. Now we have 3. $10, $15, $17, $19, $21, $23, $25, $27, $29, $30. We have $300, and I'm going to go back to May. I usually open this first week of May. I try to. So I'm going to write fully funded next to that. All right, don't go nowhere. We're doing pretty good with you. I'm going to put you right there. All right, so we're going to say fully funded. It's not fully funded for the entire year because I want to keep going. So, because you never know, the just in cases. Let's go into book number 3. I'm not saving for oil yet. I am not saving for propane yet. I am saving for Chewies. I'm going to give this $15 today, and that makes it $85. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 85. When I get the amount of one order, I'll pull it. It's almost like a month ahead. Groomer. Knock on wood. There's really not much of a groomer thing anymore. 2, 4, 6, 7, but you never know. So I'm adding 20, and that makes it 70. Now, this is a doozy. Animal care. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. I am adding, 25. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, $125. I'm adding 125, and that's going to make this have $300. I was slow and steady on this because I didn't foresee, well, Bella's yearly is in May, so I'm going to have to come up with more money for May. But on April 15th, I got to take TJ and his dog to the groomer. I'd like to have money aside for that. But we're also taking Tiger, our cat, and she's gonna cross the Rainbow Bridge. I have these last couple of days with her. I scheduled them both at the same time, and that was the earliest they can get Willow, TJ's dog, in. So I said, I'm going to hold off. Unfortunately, I'm washing, I have bath mats, the rubber bath mats in front of her, and she doesn't make it to the litter box. So for the next 14 days, 2 weeks, I'm going to love on her as much as possible, and I am going to show her as much affection, and she's going to be in a better place. We have 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 30. We have $300. Okay, $300 into animal care. Yeah, move this video along. Subscriptions. We're going to give this subscription 20 because we took money out of that. I'm going to put 20 in there today. And now we have 20. Blink has 100. So we're going to add 25 into this. 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 25. So we're going to have 125 in here. And this one, we need 125 by August. So we're fully funded. And then November for TJ. So we're on point. So one right now is fully funded. And yes, there are some bills that I do still pay for our kids. And that's up to us. And I love it. And right now, it's helping them become better entrepreneurs for their future. Now, GoDaddy, I have $23 in here. And you know what? Let's round this up. Let's take 2. 20. Let's give it 53. 20, 40, 53. Let's give it $53. Gonna give it 53. And we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 71, 72, 73, 74, and 75 towards our next big hit. But I'm going to go over everything that is GoDaddy, because between all of us, we have a few websites. All right, P.O. Box. I am going to give this $60. 20, 40, 60. Yay! All right, hold on. We're giving this 60. It will have 100. I am going to mark this as fully funded because it is due in May. So right now, this is fully funded. Now, if we come back over here to May, the P.O. Box is going to get an FF. And if you look at taxes for May, which are property taxes and people taxes, that's where my 100 envelope challenge needs to finish so that I have the funding for May. Yep. And Mother's Day, are we at? Mother's Day is not fully funded because we need 400. We have 3. So we need another 2. No, is that right? 3, 2, 4. We need $100 more to be fully funded for May. All right. Ooh, let's see what happens at the end. I'm getting like very excited. All right, Cricut's going to get 20. That will make it 60. We're not at the halfway point, but this is not due until August. So we're on point. 2, 4, 6. Every amount in here works. It definitely, let's fully fund it. Welding. We're into book number 4. Bring it on in. Book number 4, welding supplies. I do have dates. I'm not on point with this 100%, but we're going to add 20. You know what? Let's add 30 and give it an 80. Right? What the heck? I don't know why. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We have $80 in here. Because I honestly think that it comes in July. And in July, and then supplies. Just something that I like to be prepared for. I know when everything's due. But when they say, oh, I need money for this, I need money for that, that totally throws things off. So if I have that, you know, it's important to me. Now, NYPD are our dues. 125 is my goal. I have 40. Let's add 20. And that means we have 60. All right, we're almost there. Like this will be done. And this isn't until like October. Now, medical has nothing in it because we pay our deductibles. This has nothing in it this month, but I would like to add money in here, not just for the deductible at the beginning of the year, but I would like to have a buffer for doctor copays and our, well, not mine, John's prescription copays. So in May, I would like to start this one up. Glasses has 70. I'm going to add 30. I'm going to add 30. And now we have 100. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I have an appointment in April, so we'll get into that. Now I have $50 in hair care. And I want to add 100. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, because I want to get a haircut this month. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So that's $150 in there. I think this is more than enough with tip. Now, nails. It's like an every 3-week thing, but I would like to have $100 in here as a buffer each month. And I'll take out what I need. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. I honestly would like to keep track of what my nails actually cost me this year. Yeah. I'm gonna go through with that all. Clothes has 40 in it. And I'm gonna give it 20. 10, 20. So it now has 60. 2, 4, 5, 6. The wedding, we have 1,700 in there. It Happens has 300 in there. Ooh. I never went any further on my cheat sheet. 1, 2. Oh, this is wedding. I pulled from the wrong envelope. This goes back. All right, so what do we have left? We have It Happens, Emergency, Don't Foresee Going to Florida Anytime Soon, Firewood, and the rest of the newbies. It Happens has $300 in it. Now I'm thinking that this is going to come in handy when that car is ready at the mechanic. I would like to give this 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to give this 100. And now we are at 400. I have 100 in Prosperity, which is the emergency fund. But you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's change this. Let's change this to 2. Let's change that to 5. And let's make that fully funded. Okay. All right. Fully funded. All right. What dinner out means the fire hall, Sam's Club, Canva, and TurboTax. This is, I want to just say 1, 2, let's say 250 for next April. 427. So we're not even worried about that. Let's give Firewood 10. Let's give Firewood 10. Let's give Dinner Out 10. Let's give Fire Department 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's give Sam's Club 20, because that's grocery stuff. And let's give Canva 5. Let's give TurboTax 5. All right, let's see where we're at. All right, we're going to give 10 to wood. So that means we have $10 in there. We're going to give 10 to dinner out. So we have 10 in there. And we're going to give 20 to the fire department, because the next fundraiser is in July. And we have 20 going into Sam's Club. We have 5 going into Canva. I know, no paper clips, and 5 going into Turbo. All right, we still have some money on the cash tray. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I wanted to see what's close to being fully funded. At 45. All right, you know what? Let's think about this. What's next? You know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to come in here to our Save to Sink for the year, because we have a buffer in the front. And this is where I like to keep track. going to leave this right here. Okay. This is what I had. This is where this book comes into play. So we had 2808 to save, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46. We sank 2762, right? And then that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46 went into buffer. Okay. So buffer now has 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85 is in the buffer. We have $85 in buffer. Okay. I think when the buffer hits 100, hold on. Sorry. When the buffer hits 100, we will then use it in a sinking fund, right? So let's close that up. And the buffer's in the front. Let's look at what April looks like. We've got almost everything fully funded. Now, last but not least, let's add that 2762, 46, and the 100 equals 2908. We are on point. Okay. This is done until next month. I wanted to just look at taxes. Let's look at this for a second. All right. I wanted to go back to this book. Bear with me for 1 second. That's May. I need $500 there. So Lent will finish. There's 500, so we'll have 15. Okay. Sinking fund is 500. Need 500 for taxes. Okay. That's just a note to myself for April to be fully covered. So when April's challenge is complete, and on May 1st, we will then have the amount, because this was paid on a credit card. I will have the amount. Keep fast forwarding, keep looking, keep doing. We just sank a bunch of money. The HELOC is not getting any love, but the HELOC is holding its own right now. With the way that our family is supporting one another, I am happy that I have that and that we're able to keep everything where it's supposed to be. All right, I'm done. Please let me know. This is our Easter dinner. My sister called during this whole entire thing. I'm done. I sank. I feel like I am ahead. I feel like I am good. The big things that are coming at me, I've acknowledged them. I'm facing them. And I have a strategic plan to fund them. If you enjoyed this and you're still with me, please don't forget, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, stick around, because Save to Sink, this method will get you ahead in life. And like I always say, one day we're going to be sitting on those rocking chairs and remembering when we were really worried about numbers. And then we're going to not be worried about them any longer. I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.